Now I am going to teach 11th standard physics lesson number 3, content number 3.7.1, centripetal force. For example, take a small piece of thread, tight stone with one end of the thread, mass of the stone m, rotate the stone revolving in a circular path. Radius of the circular path r. Velocity of the stone v. So the stone moving in a circular path, so external force must be act. Due to the external force, the stone revolving in a circular path. So here the external force is known as tensional force. The tensional force acts along the thread towards the center. So due to the tensional force, the stone moving in a circular path. So external force must be act so that the stone or any other body moving in a circular path. So here velocity changes, so acceleration is produced. So acceleration A equal to v square by r. By Newton's second law of motion, F equal to ma. Substitute the a value in this equation. So F is equal to mv square by r. So centripetal force F is equal to mv square by r. So already I taught in lesson 2, uniform circular motion, non-uniform circular motion. A body moving in a circular path, speed is constant, the magnitude of velocity constant, that is called uniform circular motion. Example, earth revolve around the sun. A body moving in a circular path, speed is not constant, that is called non-uniform circular motion. So here centripetal force, for circular motion a constant force should act on the body. Here tensional force act on the stone along the radius towards the center and perpendicular to the velocity of the body. This force is known as centripetal force. Centripetal force F equal to mv square by r. So centripetal force is always act towards the center. Centripetal acceleration also act along the towards the center. Here gravitational force, frictional force, electrostatic force, tensional force, magnetic force act as a centripetal force. So I can explain with suitable examples each types of force. So first one is gravitational force provide centripetal force. For example, all the planets revolve around the sun. Example, earth revolve around the sun or moon revolve around the earth in circular path. In between the moon and the earth and the sun, gravitational force is acting. So the gravitational force provide centripetal force. So the gravitational force used to make a moon revolving in a circular path. So the gravitational force provide centripetal force. Another one example, satellite revolve around the earth. In between the earth and the satellite, so gravitational force is acting. Due to the gravitational force, the satellite revolving around the earth in circular path. So the gravitational force provide centripetal force. Second example, frictional force. We are traveling in a vehicle, example bus, car, scooter, bicycle. We taking a curve. The frictional force is acting between the bottom of the tire and top of the road. So in between the tire and the road, frictional force is provided. The frictional force provide centripetal force. So we are taking a curve. We are traveling in a safe turn. Third one is electrostatic force. Atom is made up of electron, proton, neutron. Electrons revolve around the nucleus. In between the electrons and nucleus, acting electrostatic force. Due to the electrostatic force, the electrons revolving in a circular path. So electrostatic force provides centripetal force. Next one is tensional force. Take a small piece of thread, take a small piece of stone, tie it with one end of the thread, holding another end of the thread, rotate the stone revolving in a circular path. So here tensional force act on the string towards the center. Due to the tensional force, the stone revolving in a circular path. So tensional force provides centripetal force. So in all the examples, gravitational force, frictional force, electrostatic force, tensional force, magnetic force, the body moving in a circular path. So here provides centripetal force. So centripetal force is always acting towards the center.